Good evening. My name is Steve Keyser here with Public Channel Access 5 here in Mayville, New York. We're bringing the second game of our doubleheader between the Prince Alfred Princes of Adeline, South Australia versus the Chautauqua Lake Thunderbirds right here in Mayville, New York. So we're a beautiful Saturday morning here in Mayville. Beautiful wintry day. Bright and sunny out here and a beautiful day inside. Great day for a doubleheader. We're just seeing the announcements of the starting lineups. You see number 24, Nathan Athens, and number 42, Thomas Hobbs. And their coach, as the varsity is coached by Paul Rigoni. And the Chautauqua Lakes coached by Chris Dole. Brett Morrison there for Chautauqua Lake. The Chautauqua Lake trying to get back on the winning track. They have struggled here after opening up with a win against Ripley in non-league. They've struggled, lost a couple times to Panama, lost a close one to Maple Grove, who's always a solid. So they're trying to get back onto their winning ways. It doesn't matter if this is exhibition or what. Here's Steve Kenny, fresh off his record-setting performance in football for Chautauqua Lake. Taylor Loomis. He's also joined by Judah Samuelson, Brett Morrison, and Jason McMahon in the starting lineup for Chautauqua Lake, who likes to put the press up. So this is an exhibition game. Prince Alfred College high school boys coming from Australia. They do this every couple years. We're here a couple years ago. Apparently the coach is very good friends with Chautauqua Lake teacher Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson spent a couple years in Australia, and they developed this program here. Let the boys come over and see the education system here in the United States, and also get to play some basketball. Looks like we're going to have exchanging of the flags, Australian flags, and of course the United States flags. Nice ceremony here. As the Australian team will head back to South Australia. It's summertime over there, so they're going to leave the snowy conditions here of Chautauqua County and head back to Australia Sunday. As there you see the exchanging of flags and handshakes, and very nice. Australian teams had a couple basketball games. They played Fredonia earlier this week. As I mentioned, these Australian high school kids are in summer session, or in summer break right now. I believe they're gonna play both the Australian national anthem and the United States national anthem. because that was the Australian national anthem. Lots of friends and family here traveling for the trip from South Australia. And a couple singers, a couple Chautauqua Lake students will sing the national anthem for America. And good job, girls, singing of our national anthem, as we're just about ready to get underway here. My name's Steve Keyser with Public Channel Access Channel 5 here in the Chautauqua County region. Producer Chris Burt. Thank you to our cameraman Randy Burt, Donald Zentz. This is really our second day of broadcasting basketball here. We'll be bringing you games all across the Chautauqua County and Public Access Channel 5 area. Tuesday we'll be in Brockton for the girls' Pine Valley Brockton game, girls' varsity game. Hey, visit your local. Please make donations if you'd like to continue this coverage here on Public Channel Access 5. You can visit their Facebook page. Just search Access Channel 5 and you can visit the Facebook page, make a donation if you'd like, so we can continue to bring you these broadcasts of local high school sports coverage. We brought to you about five varsity games, varsity football games this year. As I mentioned, this is our second basketball game. The coverage will really pick up here at the end of December and into January. We'll be all across the region here, the Cable Channel Access 5 region. We'll be in Brockton, Westfield, Ripley, Sherman, back here Chautauqua Lake. We'll see teams like Clymer, Sherman, West Valley, Maple Grove. So hopefully you can join us as we're getting set to tip off here. Prince Alfred's JV squad won the first game, or won the JV game, I should say, 37-26. Steve Kinney and Thomas Hobbs will jump ball here. And the tip goes to Prince Alfred. Mitchell Kirkham inside to Fraser Ellis. Ellis, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Jason McMahon. It will stay Prince's basketball. And a quick substitution is Cam Baker. Comes in for Steve Kinney. There's the inbound pass to Kirkham. Up top on the corner, no good by Thomas Hobbs. There's Taylor Loomis bringing the ball up to McMahon. McMahon to Morrison in the corner, looking for the cutter. Nothing. Fakes. Kicks up top, and it looks like we got a travel. Yep. Travel on Jediah Samuelson, senior. Here's number 22, bringing Mitchell Kirkham. Over to Nicholas Athens. His drive into the hoop and fouled is Darcy Lord. He'll go to the line, shoot 2. Fouls on Cam Baker, another senior here for Chautauqua Lake. Another kid who had a very nice football season. We called a couple Chautauqua Lake football games, and Kenny and Baker had a heck of a season here for the Thunderbirds as they made their first playoff ever for the Thunderbirds since their merger with Chautauqua. There's the rebound, pulled down by Thomas Hobbs. Got his own rebound, puts it back up, and he is fouled again. As Hobbs will go to the line. Thomas Hobbs, 6'4", biggest player on this squad. Fouls on Cam Baker, his second already. Just a minute in. Hobbs hits his first free throw. And his second one, line drive and in. And Kenny's back in for Baker. And the Princes, a little full court pressure. Give Chautauqua Lake a little taste of their own medicine. No problem here. McMahon and Loomis bring it up. McMahon all the way, and he just lost control of the ball when he got inside the key. And he turns it over. And the Princes will take over from there. Kirkham to Hobbs. Top of the key. Underneath. Good play. Darcy Lord underneath. Converts. And it's 4-0 Princes. 2 minutes in. Taylor Loomis. Covered by Lord. Kenny on the elbow. Cutter McMahon. He's doubled down low. And kicks it up top to Samuelson, over to Loomis. Loomis, nice spin move. Oh, can't get it. Goes for the rebound, but that is pulled down by Nicholas Athens. Athens bringing the ball up, covered by Samuelson. Gets it to Lord, has a little trouble, but recovers. Kirkham has that ball stolen by Taylor Loomis, up ahead to McMahon. Saves it to Morrison, and Morrison up and in for the first basket for the T-Birds. As it's 4-2 early on here, Princes. And trying to work it inside there. Frazier Ellis loses the ball down low. We'll go back to the T-Birds. McMahon inbounds to Loomis. He'll be met at half course by Darcy Lord. Loomis to Morrison, Cutter Loomis, and kicks it out to Kenny. And then they'll set back up inside. Morrison is fouled there by Nicholas Athens. First team foul on the Princes. McMahon inbounding. Inside to Kenny, straight up. Can't get it to fall. And there's a scrum on the floor. And Athens had control of that. And Princes very alertly called timeout when Athens had possession. Well, a couple minutes in, 4-2 here. Princes early on. As I mentioned, exhibition game, this Prince Alfred team, private school here in Adelaide, South Australia. They will head back for the long flight back to South Australia back to the 80, 90-degree weather temperatures in South Australia. They'll head back and continue their summer break for the school. So good little getaway for them. Come up. Thanks for visiting our beautiful region here in the winter. We've got the full effect here as we've had a lot of snow up here on the hill here in Mayville. Darcy Lord will inbound underneath, a little full court pressure here by the T-Birds. And the inbound throw hits the rim. And that'll be Chautauqua Lake basket. Nope, take that back. McMahon must have deflected that ball, then it hit the rim. So it'll remain Prince's ball as they try to break the full court pressure. Morrison gets his hand in there, but that is recovered by Athens. And now stolen by Samuelson, up to Loomis. Loomis off the board, no good. Morrison with the rebound and puts it back up and in. So Morrison's got all 4 of Chautauqua Lake's points. So here comes the pressure again. Hobbs over to Kirkham. Kirkham will reset here. Over to Hobbs. Hobbs looking for the cutter, no good. Here's Darcy Lords into Hobbs, and that was easy. Good cut by Hobbs. No rotation there for the Thunderbirds as it's 6-4. Here's McMahon. To Morrison, looking for the cutter, nothing. Kicks across to Loomis, to Samuelson, 4-3, no good. Hobbs with the rebound. Hobbs looking up to Athens. Athens can't get it to fall. Rebound, battle for by Ellis and Morrison. Out of bounds, and it will go Thunderbirds basketball. Here's McMahon. McMahon inside to Kenny, and he's tied up, but he's actually fouled by Darcy Lords. McMahon's the inbound. Here's Morrison for 3. No good. Rebound is knocked around to Hobbs. Hobbs, big kid, can handle the ball though. And he kicks it out to Athens. Athens, guarded by Samuelson and stolen by Steve Kinney. Kinney down the court, and tried to dunk it, but couldn't get it above the rim. Now Hobbs goes the other way to Kirkham. Kirkham across to Lords from the corner for 3, no good, but there's Hobbs, and a good reverse layup right there on the air ball, but he picks that ball up, goes straight up with it, reverse layup, and Hobbs has a quick 6 points here, the 8 for the Princes. Shot by Morrison, no good. Rebound by Athens. Athens up to Lords, no good, stolen by Morrison. Morrison saves it, but right to Darcy Lords. Lords takes it to the hoop, to the corner, jumper, no good. Rebound, Taylor Loomis. Stolen away by Hobbs. Hobbs no good, but gets his own rebound, and it's fouled by Loomis. So this is all Thomas Hobbs so far. He's got 8 for their 10 points, and he'll go to the line and try to convert a 3-point play. First foul on Taylor Loomis. And it's early, 10-4 Princes over to the Thunderbirds. And the substitution, Darryl Harper, the senior, will check in for Taylor Loomis. As well as, hey, Benjamin Fleming had a nice game for the JV squad. He's going to play here in the varsity game, too. As there's the miss by Hobbs, but the rebound by Ellis. Can't get his own follow. McMahon comes away with it and has a little trouble, but recovers. Now over to Morrison on the side. Morrison to Samuelson to Harper. Samuelson for 3, top of the key, no good. There's Kenny with the board. And stolen by Fleming. Fleming to Hobbs, and Lord with a bad pass picked off by Samuelson. And here's McMahon. to Hamilton, or Harper. Harper to Samuelson, over to Morrison, across to McMahon. Top of the key, inside to Kenny, who's double covered there. Works it inside to Harper. Here's Morrison across to McMahon. Good pass, just can't get it to fall. McMahon, rebound, Ellis. Fraser Ellis up to Darcy Lord. Lord to Athens. Going to kick it back out. Get past to Fleming inside. Wasn't there. Stolen away by Daryl Harper. Gets it to Samuelson up to McMahon. McMahon's going to take it to the hoop. And a good move, but just couldn't finish. Rebound to Ellis. Here's Benjamin Fleming to Athens. 3-on-2. Good play. Lords is hammered by Darcy Harper. Daryl Harper. So Darcy Lord will go to the line, shoot 2. 15 foul already on Chautauqua Lake. Darcy Lord will go to the line shooting a pair. First shot is no good, in and out. Nicholas Krantz is in for Fraser Ellis for the Princes. Minute and a half left here in the first quarter. Lord's second free throw is no good. Morrison with the rebound. McMahon running the point. Dan Gleason now into the ballgame for Chautauqua Lake. Harper has it knocked away by Benjamin Fleming. Here's Darcy Lord to Fleming. Over to Athens. 4-3. No good. There's a rebound. Gleason. Gleason ready to run. He's fresh off the bench. Gonna slow it up though. Corner to Morrison. 4-3. No good. Rebound. Pulled down. Offensive rebound. Daryl Harper. Back to Harper. Had the shot. Decided not to take it. And they'll set it up again. New shot clock. Morrison from the elbow. Covered by Lords. Harper in the corner. Harper from the elbow. Back up to McMahon. Top of the key. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Morrison takes it to the rack. No good. Rebound is by Hobbs. Hobbs up ahead to Athens. And stolen by Daryl Harper, but is trying to keep it in bounds. Fortunately throws it back out of bounds. There's 13.6 seconds left, and Prince Alfred will take a timeout to get a good shot up. 10-4 ball game here. Chautauqua Lake has just not been able to hit their shots here early, and have not been able to hand Thomas Hobbs in the middle. So he's got 8 points. He's already got a couple offensive boards. A 10-4 ball game. Thank you for watching Cable Channel Access Channel 5. My name's Steve Keyser. Again, join us Tuesday as we'll be in Brockton for the Lady Bulldogs. We'll host the Pine Valley Lady Cats. So early on here, 13.6 seconds. Coach Paul Rigoni setting up the play here for South Australia. Athens will inbound to Ben Fleming. Fleming to Lord. 10 seconds. Gotta get going. Here's Fleming. Picks up his dribbles, in trouble, and almost stolen by Kenny. Hobbs now with 1 second. Puts it up and can't get it. And that will do it for the first quarter. So that's the end of the first quarter. 10-4. Princes have the lead over the Chautauqua Lake Thunderbirds. We're going to take a quick break here and return to action here in the second quarter.
I got no balls for losing.
He's in beefing.
Shocking. Does it roll all the time. Just had a few drinks. Just can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear. We're just buzzed. Buzz? You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right, this isn't happening. He'll be fine.
I feel good.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving.
Clear.
Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Checking.
Okay, and we're back and ready to start the second quarter of action here in Mayville, New York. Mentioned this Prince Alfred team will head back to South Australia tomorrow. Get home for Christmas. Lots of family and friends here, support for South Australian squad. Looks like we got a pretty nice crowd here today. A lot of Australian families here enjoying their visit to the United States. Chautauqua Lake Thunderbirds will start out with the ball here, down 10-4 here in the first, just starting the second quarter. McMahon. Both teams have a sort of matchup 2-3 zone. Inside, and that ball is picked off by Nicholas Krantz. Gets it over to Darcy Lord. And they will run it. Here's Thomas Odds. He's got a pretty good handle for a big guy. Lord. Nice drive. Can't get the shot, but the rebound by Krantz. As they will reset, Fleming will find Athens to Hobbs. Covered by Kinney. Hobbs takes it right around Kinney and Morrison and in the lane and hits it. He's got 10 of the 12 points here for the Princes. As Loomis brings it up to Morrison, looking for the cutter. Loomis has his pass deflected, but Kinney gets the deflection and puts it in. And the first bucket in a little while here for the T-Birds. And now it's stolen, almost stolen. Samuelson almost with a near steal. And full court pressure here by the T-Birds. Easily busted there by Fleming. Fleming to Krantz. Krantz shot, no good. Morrison with the rebound. Up to McMahon. McMahon to Samuelson to Loomis. Loomis for three. No good. Morrison saves it from going out of bounds and gets it to Baker. Now to Baker out to McMahon. No good. Rebound, batted around, and Darcy Lord picks it up. Lord covered by Samuelson. Hobbs directing traffic. Here's Athens covered by Loomis. They're looking for Hobbs inside. They got him. He's working on Baker, and he's quick down there. And down low, we're going to have a scrum, and Baker comes up with it. Baker out to McMahon, who's running the floor, and he just loses the ball, and that goes out of bounds, and we'll head back towards the Princes. Mitchell Kirkham comes in for Nicholas Athens. Full court pressure here. Kirkham is fouled by Samuelson. 15th foul on the hometown T-Birds. And Kirkham, nice move to break the press. Up to Hobbs and right underneath. Wide open. Here's Nicholas Krantz as they broke that press easily. There's Loomis to McMahon. Over to Samuelson. Inside to McMahon. McMahon's going to reset to Samuelson in the corner. And Baker to the free throw line. Out to Morrison. Morrison drives the lane, misses a shot, but comes up with his own loose ball. Morrison very active here so far for Chautauqua Lake. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and this shot clock's going to expire. Good defense, good zone defense there, and very active zone defense for the Princes. So they'll get the turnover. 12-6 here. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Here's Kirkham. Looking for Hobbs. Hobbs over to Lords on the corner. There's the cutting Hobbs. And can't handle it. Ball goes out of bounds. The Chautauqua Lake ball. But a good cut there by Hobbs. They had him. Just couldn't handle the pass. Here's Jason McMahon, the junior, to Morrison, the senior. No good for 3. Rebound. There's Baker. Good rebound. Very active inside is Baker. Very physical player. Here's Fleming as his pass rejected. Tips it out to Lord, who's going to reset this. Lord, corner. Top of the key to Hobbs. And Hobbs, no good. Good tip out right there. Nice play, Krantz. Tipped it to his own man, Kirkham, who puts it up and in. Here's Dan Gleason to McMahon. To Morrison, bounce pass into the cutter. McMahon is going to have to pull it back out. But Gleason tried to thread the needle to Morrison, stolen away by Hobbs. Hobbs to Darcy Lord, covered by Gleason. It's Hobbs and Baker. Hobbs has a good handle for a big guy. 6'4", biggest kid out there to Lords, and Lords hits the jumper. And now we got a foul after the play. And that's going to go on the Thunderbirds. So they count the basket, and they're going to retain possession. So after the foul, and now we got an official timeout. Timeout by Chautauqua Lake. So 18-8 here early on. It's Thomas Hobbs has 10 of the 18 points here for the Princes. Brent Morrison has 4 of the 8 points for Chautauqua Lake. Chautauqua Lake just not shooting the ball well. Too many turnovers right now. As I mentioned, they're trying to get back on track. Started out the season well. I think they've only had probably 4 or 5 games, which is probably more than a lot of the teams in the area. But trying to get back on the winning track here, the T-Birds today. This Saturday afternoon, as we just passed noon on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. 18-8. Once again, I'm Steve Keyser here in Mayville, New York, bringing you an exhibition game between the Prince Alfred College Princes against the Chautauqua Lake Thunderbirds. One of our many games we're going to be covering here in the Chautauqua County region here for Cable Access Channel 5. Visit their Facebook page. Support your local public access channel. Here's the inbounds. Darcy Lord over to number 18 now in the game, Jesse Fry. Had a nice game in the JV game, had 12 points. She's getting action here in the varsity game. Stolen away by Chautauqua Lake. Now Lord steals it from McMahon. Now McMahon steals it back from Lord. McMahon to Morrison. Up back top to McMahon. Baker outside. Across to Morrison. Morrison, they're all over him. Ball goes out of bounds. Good defense there. It's a quick double team on Morrison. So far he's been the offensive presence for Chautauqua Lake. Inbound by McMahon to Kenny. Straight up. Good play as he caught that ball in the air and put it straight up. And Steve Kenny's got 4 points for Chautauqua Lake. No full court press as they're going to pick up their mans here at the perimeter. Here's Kirkham inside to Hobbs. Not a great pass, but a good left hand right there over Baker. Thomas Hobbs showing his left hand too. He's got 12. He's pretty good there down low. There's McMahon driving the baseline. Oh, good drive there by McMahon. He's had a couple good drives today. Just lost the handle, but that time hung on to it. Drove the baseline right to the hoop. Nobody was there for the Princes as McMahon has his first bucket of the day. There's the pass by Fry. Not a good one, but he recovers it, but he traveled. Out of control by the youngster Fry. Athens is going to check back in here for Darcy Lord. 20-12. A 4-point run here for Chautauqua Lake. McMahon to Baker. And the bounce pass inside. Not a good one. Stolen away by Fry. Hobbs, nobody picks him up on the 3-point line. Misses badly, but there's Kirkham with the rebound, and he gets the foul. Kirkham with his second bucket of the quarter. 22-12. Here's McMahon bringing it up quickly. To Morrison in the corner, driving the lane. Adjust his shot, no good. Rebound is battled for. We got a scrum in the key, and that's going to be a jump ball. There's the two football players, Baker and now we got a foul call, actually. Who's that going to be on? That is on Brent Morrison, his first foul. So they got a foul on the scrum there. I thought we had a jump ball. Either way, ball would have went back to the Princes, and that's actually it's the 17th foul on Chautauqua Lake. We're going to shoot 1-1 as Athens will go to the line looking for his first points. Big kid, 6'3" guard. One and one here, 22-12, Princes. There's a minute 23 left here in the half. Athens hits the first one. Always big to convert those the first free throw on that 1-1, get you another shot. And Athens hits them both and now doubled their lead, 24-12. Judah Samuelson brings it up. Samuelson to Morrison. Up top to McMahon. Morrison down in the corner. Looking for an outlet. Here's McMahon. He'll reverse it to Baker on the other elbow. Baker looking for somebody to get it to. Here's McMahon. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. McMahon picks up his dribble to Morrison. Morrison pretty quick after he receives that, but that ball's knocked away from him. Kirkham has it stolen away by Cam Baker. And Baker's going to go right to the rack. Good move, good aggressive move. No foul called there. Here's Athens. And he had the shot, but he'll pull it up. And they'll reset their offense here as they'll take just 30 seconds left here. Here's Kirkham. Kirkham to the hoop. Threw up a bad shot, but got his own board and puts it back up and in. And Mitchell Kirkham has 6 points, all here in the second quarter. 15 seconds left here for Chautauqua Lake. They'll take the last shot down 26-12. Here's Samuelson. Not much movement here for Chautauqua Lake. Inside to McMahon, but he has it stolen away by Hobbs. Hobbs, throw across, 1 second left. Fry doesn't realize it. And that's the end of the half. So at halftime, it's 26-12 here. Prince Alfred Princes lead the Chautauqua Lake Thunderbirds here in the varsity game, 26-12. Good first half of action here by the Princes as they got things going inside. Thomas Hodge leading the way. He's got 12. Mitchell Kirkham 6. Darcy Lord 4. On the other end, Brett Morrison and Stephen Kinney each got 4 for Chautauqua Lake, but they got to turn up that defense and hit some shots here to get back in this ball game. But 26-12. My name's Steve Keyser here with Cable Channel Access 5. And we're going to take a break here during halftime. And we'll be back with you in a minute. Thank you.